Boom! Welcome, service business owners. You're in the right place to learn how to get out of the truck and get home in time for dinner. You're in the right place to learn the proven secrets that built a $32 million a year service company. You're in the right place to learn how to grow your service business with less stress. You're in the right place to learn how to get more wealth and freedom. This training will start in a moment, so take a moment right now to make sure you're ready. Grab a pen and paper. Download the resources we sent you for this training. Turn off your phone and lock the door. And get ready to focus, learn, and take fast action. The growth of your service business begins now.
So what does an electrician know about running a company? Some know quite a bit, others not so much. That's why a New Jersey electrician who once said there's got to be a better way and then figured it out got the bright idea to share his business management knowledge.
If you are a plumber, electrician, HVAC business owner who feels stuck right now, I felt that way too. My name is Mike Agliero. Me and my business partner, Rob, started out as electricians. It was just the two of us doing jobs from our beat up van. We were overwhelmed and extremely frustrated.
At age 19, he became a full-time electrician. 3 years later, he and a partner started Gold Medal Electrical Contracting in central New Jersey. They worked long hours, did everything themselves, but like so many small business owners, they did little else.
We got so burnt out that my partner came to me one morning and he said, Mike, I'm done.
In 2004, after 11 years, it was either unplug the business or find a better way. In a few years, Gold Medal added plumbing, heating, and cooling services. Now with 145 trucks and 190 employees, Gold Medal is on track to hit $32 million in sales this year.
Well, you've probably heard our story of how we grew our service business into a $32 million a year service empire, and it was acquired by a private equity company. Then we went on to start CEO Warrior, so we could help change the lives of other service business owners.
You know, I'm a one-man shop. I know my craft, I know my trade, which is electrical, but going out there and trying to hire people, how to think like a businessman, how to, run the business, run the numbers, be able to serve the client instead of just, slamming jobs in and out.
Being a warrior is something that internally you've been wrestling with or trying to find, and now I found it, and it's not even an option.
This has been the best decision of my personal and business life. In only 8 short months, we've seen a 42% growth in revenue, physically doubled in size.
Mike knows how to grow a business. He knows how to make you more profitable. He knows how to make you more sustainable. He knows how to make your business more valuable.
Mike Agliero is one of my heroes. I've said that many times before. You guys are so lucky to be kind of in his world and in his orbit.
I've tried every possible way. I'm the 10,000 ways that don't work, found them all, so I'm looking for the way that works.
You don't really find a lot of people in the service industry that does what Mike does.
I've been poking at this for 7 years, and we know how to survive, but knowing how to thrive is a little bit different.
My thoughts of I was overbuilding and getting it too large, I've way undersized it. With what we're learning and what we're taking away from this, we're going to have an exploding rest of the year, and next year is going to be even better.
We've kind of been at this rut where we've been stuck from about $1 million, $1.5 million, and we're just kind of wondering why we've been stuck. And after being here, it's kind of a lot more clear to us that systems need to be implemented.
What's up, everybody, and happy afternoon. I hope you're as pumped as I am today to deliver you some incredible, amazing information to help you grow your business, make more profit, make more money. If you're ready, go in the chat bar right now and say boom. Right now, type it in. As you know, we are here and I am here to work together with you right now, with you. That means that this is not going to be a one-sided conversation here. This is going to be me communicating with you, helping you go to the very next level in your business. Super pumped and super honored that you have committed your time for us to, yes, in 70 minutes, I'll share 7 strategies, okay, to get more than 700 more leads next week. Now, if you're ready for 700 more leads, go in the chat bar, type with all caps, boom, right now. So I'm Mike Agliaro, co-founder of CEO Warrior. Some of you may have been following me for some time now, but just so you know, CEO Warrior transforms service business with training, resources, and tools so you can grow your business, grow your life, create more happiness, more wealth, freedom, and boom, market domination, okay? We help with a lot of the most strategic, modern tools today that you can easily implement, that I've brought some of those forward to you for our next 70 minutes that we're gonna spend together. I would ask yourself to give yourself a gift. Flip over, shut down Facebook, put your cell phone aside, throw it on vibrate, because here's the deal. You don't want to be the one person that misses the one strategy. By the end of this training, look, you're going to have a game plan in place, okay, with specific action items that you can take and find more leads. Did you hear me? More leads. If you want more leads, type in more leads now. Go ahead, type it in. Boom. Now, I'm totally here to serve you, okay? As you guys know, I'm not here to pitch you anything at all. I'm here to serve you with some of the highest level information so we could change the game for you and your business. You'll be able to implement what you learn right away. You're not going to have to take 6 months to try to figure everything out. No, I'm going to give it to you. You're going to implement it. And within days, if not for some of you, within an hour, some of you, maybe before we're even done with this training, to get more leads. Now, if you're an action taker, I mean a massive action taker, like you learn from me and then you put things right in action, give me a big old boom right now. Go ahead. Type it in. Come on. If you're not giving a boom, then you're probably sleeping and you're one of those people that are struggling because you're not taking fast enough action, okay? And you're going to want to stay to the very end because as most of you know that have been following me for many, many years, that at the end, I have strategy number 7. Now, strategy number 7, I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. I've never taught it publicly before, and I promise you, it is going to rock your world. If you want strategy number 7, just be like this. I want it now. Go ahead, type it in. I want strategy number 7 right now. Now, what I'd like to do is talk to you because a lot of what I'm going to teach you comes out of what we call the CEO Warrior system. Okay, the CEO Warrior system. Now, the CEO Warrior system, look, this is, now I only have an hour, so, 70 minutes. I'm going to share as many strategic pieces from inside this system that I can. But as you can tell, this is a very strategic and a system that is easy implementable into your company to make you more wealth, freedom, and market domination. And this has, inside the system, we have strategies, swipe files, ways for you to put things in place right away. I mean, as you guys know, at Service Business Edge, who's ever been to Service Business Edge? Pop it in right now. Just type in SBE, boom, because you come there, you know that we deep dive into this whole strategy for everybody. But I want to give you as much of it as I can, because as you know from me, my promise that I always give everybody is I want this 70 minutes, if not to be worth 70,000, 700,000, and for some of you over time, 7 million. okay? And how do I know? Because I know this information has produced over 32 million, over 200 million in 10 years myself. So as we're going through here, look, let's talk about the challenge that you face. And it's the same challenge that I faced before and a lot of other business owners is, look, what's the hardest part about growing a business? Why don't you type it in right now? What's one of the hardest parts right now about growing a business? Go ahead, type it in. I'll take a sip here on, boom. How many of you want one of these, huh? Every time you drink that, you become a more badass warrior, right? Well, for many service business owners, and I can imagine what you're typing in, keeping control, great people, passion from employees. There's also this thing that's finding enough leads. And I'm going to solve a lot of the problems between everything you're typing there, balance, sales calls, passion, leads. I'm going to put a nice little circle around this thing, I promise you, so that you can implement and start to solve it. Now, look, when you could turn on a tap of leads, right, and turn it off whenever you want, how cool would that be if you just walked over and you're like, I need a few more, and it would just flow out of a perfect Moen faucet or something, right? Super clean, filtered water, perfect avatar clients waiting for you to come. Like, how cool would it be? You walk up to the door and they're like, I hope you take all these credit cards and checks. I got cash for you. Wouldn't this just be awesome? So that's what we're going to focus on a lot today. I realize you need employees, okay? I get that. But I'm going to tell you that most people that struggle, they say, no, I got lots of leads. I need employees. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But it's like that shower. When my wife and I got our new shore house, the shower, like it was just like dripping. And what was the problem with the shower head, everybody? Those of you who's plumbers out there, type it loud and proud in all caps. Be like, I'm a plumber. Go ahead. And if you're an HVAC guy, type it in. I'm HVAC. And if you're an electrician, type in zip, make a sparky sound or lightning or something. Type it in so I know who's here. But what's the problem with the faucet, everybody? There's a restrictor in place. There's a restrictor, right? My guy says, you just stick a screw in there and pop that restrictor out. Next thing you know, I'm in the shower, and now I'm taking a really good, nice shower, right? Just like you, when you remove the restrictors in business, then you could start taking a shower where instead of pennies dripping out, dollars and $100 bills start falling out of the shower. Is this making sense? If this makes sense, type in make sense, okay? Because I want it to make sense for you for everything that we do. Now look, you heard a little bit about my story in the video that you watched in the beginning, but I want to make sure that you don't just understand the story, but that you know who I am. You know who my partner is. You know who CEO Warrior is and what we're doing and why I'm here today serving you at 5 o'clock, okay? Because if you don't know who we are, then why would you ever want to learn more? Why would you pay attention? And maybe you think that, my story's a rare thing and it's not something that's possible for you. I want to solve that. And the best way that I could solve that information for you is take you back in time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but going back in time sometimes could be a little scary, but also enlightening. It's scary if you're still stuck there. I'm sure a lot of you, if you can relate to being stuck in the past or stuck now, write in, I understand being stuck. Or just write stuck, right? Because I get it. This is Rob and myself, and Rob's right around the corner here, getting my back like he has for over, probably going on 30 years now, right? And here, as I would tell you before, this is when we started out in business. Now, this business was probably now about 24 years ago, and it was just the two of us. If you can relate to feeling like there's no one else around but one or two of you, just type in the words, I can relate. Go ahead, type it in, I can relate, right? Because here's the deal, if you were excited when you started a business, we started out of a sense of, I would say, excitement but need, like most of you, right? Most people don't wake up in the morning like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna buy a bunch of trucks, I'm gonna hire a bunch of guys, I'm gonna get a bunch of business people or customers that don't pay. Like, not too many people wake up one morning and have that dream. They're normally what? forced into that world. The company they worked for sucked, the owner sucked, whatever, economic situations. And so here, if you look at this and what I'm going to share with you, where we're at today, I don't want you to clap for my journey. Oh, good job, Rob. No. I want to clap for your future journey. But if you don't know that I walked the path, like in martial arts, if you don't know that I was a white belt and you don't know that I took the hits and the beats and the elbows, then how would you ever respect me as a fighter? If you don't know that we have had the fights, the beatings, and everything that goes along with the business, then maybe you wouldn't trust us. Maybe you would think we don't understand. But if you think we understand, type in understand. And here's the big problem that's happening today. There's some more pictures there. The problem was we struggled with everything. Why? Because we didn't know any better. I mean, leads were one thing, but there were many struggles, as you guys can relate to many struggles, right? Hiring, marketing, systems, financials, operations, all of this, everything. How do you get money? Buy a truck, wrap a truck, branding. I mean, the list goes on and on. And right now, if you could type in the chat bar, just type in a big problem. I know you already said one thing, but if there was a problem that you could solve that keeps you up from sleeping at night, what's this up at night problem? Because forget about the other problem. See, some of you say, well, I need a guy. That's my problem. It keeps me up at night. No. You don't need a guy. You need what the guy will do. Isn't that true? You don't need a guy. You need a guy that produces revenue so that your company can grow. That's what you need to do. Find that guy so you can grow. Everybody, make sure you mute out yourself, please. All right, and boom. So here's what happens, everybody. The discovery and the results that we found out. And we solved the mystery. All right, how do we solve the mystery? Well, I'll be completely transparent with you. We had to go find people that were smarter than us. I mean, we found mentors and coaches who had it completely dialed in. And some of those mentors, I will tell you, and if you can relate to this, let me know in the chat bar, like relate. Like a lot of those mentors weren't so good. Yeah, they did a couple $1 million. And I thought, oh, well, they're a couple million. I'm struggling. They must know better. But then I found out they don't. They wanted money. They didn't care about results. And they didn't have a world of experience there. I mean, some of them kept asking questions like, well, what do you think we should do? I'm like, in my mind, if I knew what the hell to do, why do I need you? And they would do this like that circle thing, right? I'm like, why did I hire you? And some of them kept putting like a shiny hero in my face. Any of you belong to something where they're like, look at this person. They're amazing. They're the golden child. And you're like, okay, I agree. I'm struggling. Keep shoving the golden child in my face. If you can relate to that, type in a big old boom. Like being shoved the golden child in your face. Today what I've learned is this. And it just came to my mind, so I'm going to share it with you because one of the things that we did was we built up a playbook over time. A playbook of not only all the mistakes we made, but all the successes that happened. All the successes that happened. Because when you think of this, today, I used to say this to customers. They would say, well, why would I go with you? You're a small company. I said, well, you're always going to get the best attention. And then when I was a big company, they said, well, why should we hire you? Why not a small company? I said, well, we're around all the time. Small company's going to go on vacation. There's always a positioning. The only thing I could tell you right now is what you're seeing here in that position, in that picture. That's a hell of a lot better position to be in than still climbing in an attic. I'm just going to be upfront with you. That's a better position in that picture than crawling in a crawl space. And if you can relate to crawling in a crawl space, crawling in an attic, getting insulation in your back, and smelling a little too much cat piss in the basement, type in heck yeah right now. Because I could relate to that like a lot of you. Now finally, over time, took us about 10 or 12 years, we got it right. I mean, we ended up building a service business to over 32 million a year, over 200 million in 10 years. And that service business had 165 trucks and 200 employees. And then what happened was they were chasing us for so many years that a private equity company, they figured, hey, let's get these people, let's pick them up. And they came in, and my partner and myself, we struck a deal. I would say we struck kind of gold, because I don't know anybody in probably the last 50, 80 years that did a deal like we did for the EBITDA that we got. We signed our name and boom, we were out. Now, did we sell because we had to? No, we didn't. We sold because we wanted to, and they had a big play they wanted to do. And I will tell you, they are doing really, really good at that play. Now, here's my reason for sharing with you guys. You should want to know this. Some of you are new to my world. Some of you have been in my world a long time, right? Rob and I had to figure it out the hard way. And we wanted to, look, we had to put all the information together. We spent, you've seen it in the video, over millions of dollars in our own education. And it was hard, it was expensive, and there was not one person, one place to go that had what we needed. We needed accountability. If you need accountability, because without accountability you fail sometimes, type in the word accountability. Just like me, I need accountability too. And when you have that type of accountability, then you get that results. And look, I wanted so much just to have a single source of place. And I've been in organizations, I've been in everything, I've trained with all coaches. I just never found one that ran powerful. The most of them were all suit and tie, neutered up, they were all like bobblehead puppets with smiles on their faces, and people were struggling in there. And I get it, our flair's a little different. Like, we're okay telling a hurtful truth instead of a comforting lie. What would you rather have? Type it in. You want a hurtful truth or a comforting lie? You know what I mean? Because I know most people in the business, they're like, just give me the truth, because comforting lie is going to keep you stuck. Most of you, I just gave someone the other day, because a lot of times you guys are private messaging me, and I told someone, I said, stop being foolish. You think what you're going to say, well, I really like it driving in a truck. It's just me, no problems. I'm good. Okay. I said to him, that's really great. What happens if you get sick? What did you just do to your family? Now you're thinking different. Now, normally people don't want to hear that, but isn't that the reality? There's a bigger thing that you have to do. Now, after selling our service business and exiting it, it gave us more time, because now CEO Warrior is 5 years strong. Okay? And we're the top training and coaching organization in the world for what we do. And it's allowed us to dive in now and push this movement forward like you've never seen it before. That's probably why you're here right now. Now, what we found that was super useful, I'll share with it. One of the most useful things was trying something, testing it, using the data, and refine it. Now, there's a good thing and a bad thing. You want the good news or bad news? Type it in. Good news or bad news? Go ahead, I want to hear it. Good news or bad news? Okay, you want the good news. Okay, here's the good news. I did all the testing, so it cost us all the money and all the mistakes. The bad news is some of you won't listen, and you'll go out and make your mistakes. You're like, well, should I use Valpak? Should I use Money Mailer? Should I use pay-per-click? Is my truck brand good? Should I call it a heating and cooling company? And that's costly. How do I know? Because I rewrapped plenty of trucks. If you've rewrapped a truck before, go like put a sad face or something in there, right? Because you're like, thought you got it right. That's super, super expensive, right? But I want to start getting ready to dig in, because boom, if you're ready to start learning the 7 strategies to get 700 leads, type in a boom so I know that you are ready to get moving. We will jump right into strategy number 1. Okay, let's do it. All right, strategy number 1, okay? Sometimes you can't see the opportunity right under your nose. See, service business owners, they're so focused on looking for new lead sources in a constant quest for opportunities, right? They're like, I need more. But they fail to remember that they probably already have a whole bunch of opportunities right under their nose. Now, let me explain, because it's simple, but not as simple as you think. You see, your old opportunities that you never closed or served and allowed them to buy value for whatever reason, those are still great opportunities. See, even if the customer never called you back, or you think someone else has already got the job, they may still need service. And I see this over and over again where people just move on. But here's the deal. Maybe they didn't get the job done at all. Maybe they need something else done too. I'll tell you a story in a minute, because what I find out so crazy, and I want to give you one of the hurtful truths, is this. The hurtful truth is, how many old opportunities, I want you to type in right now, how many old opportunities have you had that you haven't talked to in the last 6 to 12 months? Either you did something for them and offered something else they didn't, or you offered something and they didn't take it. And so how many old opportunities are there the last 6 to 12 months that you didn't reach out because you were busy, you're chasing SEO and pay-per-click? They all play a part, but I want to give you a part where you could scrape the top of the gold really, really fast. So you could dig for gold deep in a cave, or imagine if there was a field with gold nuggets all over it and you could just go screen it right off the top. You see, I want you to be able to screen it off the top. Now, if you think about that, how many have leads or opportunities that you didn't close and you haven't touched base that are 2, 3, 4, or 5 years old? Think about this now. Now, I want to tell you a quick story. Mike Disney, master advisor here, and also the director of CEO Warrior. Where you at, Mike? There he is. You'll see his hands up. And he comes, we had an outbound division, and he says to me, look, when we go from 3 months to 6 months to 12 months, we go to years. They call a customer from 3 years ago. You got this? 3 years ago. Now you're thinking, tell me what you're thinking. If somebody has their HVAC is broken, okay, their HVAC is broken, you would think in 3 years that they got it fixed, right? Wouldn't you agree? Say, I agree in the chat bar. The deal is this. They didn't get it fixed, and we went and did the air conditioner. Boom. So here's the deal. You have this opportunity sitting there in front of your nose that you're not paying attention to. Because maybe you were pissed off, they said no, maybe you were upset, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Let me give you some action steps here, because I don't want to give you a philosophy. I don't want to give you a theory. I want to give you a strategy that you can implement right now to go in. Okay, action step number 1. Write it down, everybody. And my team, maybe Aaron, type it in the chat bar or something for everybody here so they can just snap and grab. We'll help you out a little bit, because I know you're writing super, super fast, and you probably got the worksheet to help you out. Step 1, I want you to get your list of old opportunities, okay? Get every old opportunity. Go from yesterday to the beginning of time. You could categorize it, okay? Step number 2, I want you to be able to reach out to this opportunity and give them something of massive value. Okay, right now, type in massive value. Type in massive value, everybody. And maybe a valuable piece of information. Don't go for the throat. Don't go back in just to ask them, oh, are you ready to buy? Serve them at a high level, okay? Example, maybe reach out to them and say, hey, I know I was out there a year ago. I came across an article about saving money on your heating and cooling, and I wanted to share it with you. And then maybe they'll say one of two things. Hey, I got it done. Or, wow, I didn't know that. And now you have an opportunity to start a conversation. Step number 3. Ready? Here we go. Make an irresistible offer that gets them, okay, to your door again. What do I mean by irresistible offer? Hey, by the way, I don't know if you made a decision or not, but we're running a $79 special, a $200 special, a complete checkup, tune-up, inspection, adjustment, whatever you want to call it. There's a ton of irresistible offers you could do. Maybe a free camera of the line, secondary inspections. Maybe there's an inspection and a treat. You could treat it with Bio1 or BioClean or a product of some kind. I mean, huge value, and make it a no-brainer for them to say, you know what? Yeah, I did something, but let me come back. You see, a lot of you are you're forgetting about a couple things. I want that person so bad because I want them for the lifetime relationship. I want them for the lifetime of everything. I'm not looking for one-time relationships. Any of you on here that are in the business of one-time relationship, you'll burn out your market and then you got to move to another state, another market. If you know, and don't mention anybody, we're not here to make anybody feel bad. They don't know any better. But if you've ever seen anybody burn out a market by doing bad stuff, just type in burnt out. Go ahead, type it in, because we all know people like that, okay? And then step number 4, I want you to follow up on the opportunity every week for the next 12 weeks. There's a lot of ways you could do it. Look, you could knock on their door. You could send them a video message, okay? You could send them an email. You could send them a text message. You could send them a private letter. You could send them a certified letter. You could send them a box of goodies. There's no lack of strategies right there for you to reach out. There's only, ready for it, a lack of effort and energy to do it. A lack of effort and energy. All right, now I want you to count it up. How many more opportunities might you have just from reaching out to leads you already visited in the past 6 to 12 months? Take a guess how much revenue right now, just guess. We're not judging anything here. There's no judgment. Is there $5,000, $500, $50,000? All I know, and Mike Disney will type in, just on our follow-up, Disney, type in, I don't know, the year before we sold, how much did we do just on follow-up? Because you got to remember, you might have an amazing conversion, but even if you're converting at 90%, which would be awesome, there's still 10% hanging on the vine, isn't there? There's 10% waiting for you to go pick it right off the vine. So if you know there's that type of money out there, well, why start chasing? Go there right now. So when people say to us, they're like, oh, you know, Mike, February and March is always a very slow month. I said, no, I don't know that. No, I don't know that. Is that what's happening for you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, that wasn't my reality. That's your reality. I had a strategy to combat our reality, and this was one of the strategies that worked throughout the whole year because we just kept the cash machine ringing. Cha-ching, cha-ching. We would have a couple new leads, follow the old leads, cha-ching, cha-ching, and just fill the cash draw. If this makes sense, just type in Warrior Boom right now. Go ahead. You're working with me, everybody. I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud you're working with me. You didn't think you were going to come here and just watch my crazy ass sit in front of this sign, did you? No. This is take action, make money, more profit, boom, grow a business. This is exactly what we do. So, are you ready? Can you possibly do you think you can handle strategy number 2? If you can, type in, let's do it right now. Go ahead, type it in. Let's do it now. Look at that badass warrior we got for you right there. All right, I'm ready. Let's do it. Strategy number 2, your existing list. Now, this one almost sounds a little bit silly if you think about it, okay? But most service companies are missing out on the opportunity. Most service companies are sending out marketing and playing this. Have you ever done this? It's kind of the hope and pray or spray and pray. Who's done that? Type in spray and pray. That's where you're like, man, I'm so desperate. Just take all your stuff and throw it all in, right? You're just double down on red, right? And all of a sudden you're like, yes, and then it doesn't. You're like, I have to slice my throat, right? You're like, this is horrible. No, I don't want you to do that, all right? Most service companies, when they hope and pray, that the marketing works, they're burning money. If you've ever burned money on bad marketing, just type in the word burned right now. Be like, burned. Now, I don't want to depress you. I'm going to give you a strategy to take you out of depression because I've been burned on so many people selling me every day this marketing piece. They promised me the promised land, and then what did I end up? I ended up with nothing. It's like, what do they say? They promised me a unicorn, and I looked out back and I got a donkey, right? There's a big difference between the unicorn and the donkey. But your existing list of your market is full of leads, and most people are ignoring them. We spoke a little bit about that, but let's dig a little deeper into it. Not only about the follow-up, okay? I want to talk about, not what we talked about video, okay? It's how do you stackable follow-up, okay? How do you send out to stack your marketing message? So instead of sending a $1 postcard or 50 cents and hoping and praying, how do we maximize it sometimes for pennies to double, triple, or quadruple our return on investment that we're gonna get, okay? So it's sending out multiple pieces of marketing and following up relentlessly. But I'm not talking about multiple of the same marketing. This is a big mistake. Most people are, what do they call it? A one trick what? Type it in there. They call it a one trick what? A one trick what? Type it in. A one trick, I think he said peony. Same thing. A one trick pony, right? A one trick pony. And see, if you understand CEO Warrior, now type this in. Some of you have been following me for a while. Some of you knew. How much marketing strategically does CEO Warrior do? Get that? Well, you're here, so it must be doing something, right? It's the same marketing we did at Gold Medal when I owned it. It's valuable marketing relentlessly, many angles, so no matter where you show up, if you're on your TV or you're on Netflix or you're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, I want to be saying hi to you. I want to be delivering to you. If I just went to one vehicle, one place, then I'm a one-trick pony. And a lot of people say this to me. They say, someone said, we should do more marketing. Yes, you should. I thought you were saying I should do more marketing. But here's the funny thing. People say this to me, and I tell Mike Disney all the time. They say, man, you send a lot of marketing. And I say, thank you. And I just said, thank you. I said, how's business? Oh, it could be a lot better. I say, send more effing marketing. But you got to do it strategically. It's not that easy as just sending marketing. So it works because this. Look, people may not need you today. They may not. It might be tomorrow, right? Or they might need you today, but they're distracted and busy. And it's a frequency play today, right? Or maybe they just got back from vacation and they're like, uh-oh, I got a problem. You got to love those problems, right? Or maybe they were being helped by another company, but that company disappeared. I mean, this was so interesting the other day. I have a company that I use, a virtual assistant company that does a lot of stuff for me. Scheduled my dentist appointment, and they scheduled a heating and cooling tune-up from the company that did the install inside my wife and I's beach house. But they messed up the address. And so the company, when they called them back and said, sorry, we didn't mean to mess up the address, they said, forget it. We'll never service you. And I was like, that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. So now I had to call. That company failed in that mission. I called them up and I said, look, I apologize. I owned a company. I want you to come out because you installed the system. And she said, okay, sorry about that. And I didn't talk about the conversation, but I'm thinking, how many of you have just a chip on your shoulder and you're losing money from that? Well, you got to knock that chip off your shoulder so you could do strategic follow-up. By sending one piece, look, and never following up, you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself from the customer being served by you. It's a frequency play. The more frequent, the more stuff strategically, the more you'll remember you. Now, you do not have to spend a lot of money on this. You don't. You have to spend it strategically. I mean, look, stackable marketing, sending out multiple vehicles could be done like this. I could put a direct mail in the mail. I could also cloverleaf with door hangers. Now, if some of these phrases are knocking you a little off whack, no problem. We could follow up later, or you could ask in the chat bar. And then, if we have a customer list, we'll voice shot them. Hey, I'm letting you know I dropped off a postcard. You might have seen the door hanger on your door. Then I'll send maybe an email. Hey, I don't know if you're checking email today, but I wanted to make sure you didn't miss this. Maybe I'll put a social media message. So if they're cruising on social media, they'll see me. Or maybe I'll send out a Val Pack or a newspaper or retargeting. You know, one thing you're going to find out about me and CEO Warrior is we're never going to tell you a vehicle's bad. We're always going to tell you something's worth testing. So I know a lot of people I've seen in their Yellow Pages. I've made a lot of money in Yellow Pages. I would still be in the Yellow Pages today. Why? There's a lot of people using Yellow Pages today. Now, maybe you think not, but have you tested it? Look, when there was a lot of people fishing in Yellow Pages, guess what? Did the pool of fish shrink with Yellow Pages? Yes, less people use them, but more fishermen left, which created greater odds for me. Do you get that? It was our second lead generation source still when we left our service company. That might make you think a little bit. And if you're paying for a cost per lead, what do you care if you're in it till you die, right? Think about that. You should type in boom right now, everybody. Type in boom. Okay, cool. All right, these all follow up and stack on each other. Now, at our Service Business Edge training, right, we give a lot of these strategic stackable events. So this is nothing new. I see Mary on here and a bunch of you. So anybody that's been to Service Business Edge, you've gotten a lot of these strategies. So you know it's very strategic when you don't have to think about it. I mean, how many of you are sending out marketing, but you don't have strategic copy? You don't know the type of colors that attract that your customer like. You have the wrong images. This is something I deal with all the time. I look at marketing, I'm like, is that service company really working for 30-year-olds? Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe the reverse. Is that service company working for 90-year-olds? Maybe not. They look like they're in a very modern city. Is there really? I don't see a lot of 90-year-olds walking around that city. You have to be very strategic with it, okay? If you're good with that, all right, then I would say this. If you're good with this form of stackable marketing, just type in, let's stack it. Just type in, let's stack it. I'm doing that to help you reinforce the system. This is what we did. So when people look out there, no one's teaching you this stuff, guys. No one wants you to know this. Companies that do marketing or agencies, they'll do it, but they don't want you to know their secret sauce. And most of the big companies out there today, when I talk like companies doing 50, 80, 100 million, they can't stand me. Why? Because I'm helping everybody else. Instead of them being so fat, high in the hog, I'm helping pull up the whole industry so we could all live great. I mean, how do you feel knowing that a lot of the big companies don't care about you? I mean, you could type in any word you want, knowing that, yeah, they don't want you to grow. They don't want to share this. I remember even when I was in an organization with big companies, they weren't sharing the secret sauce. They were sharing the nugget, not the sauce. I'm sharing the sauce and the noodles and the meatballs and the sausage. Who's getting hungry now? Type in, I'm hungry right now. Okay, let's get started here. Let's keep moving along. Some action steps, okay? If you send out an offer, listen, I want you to pay attention with me. If you send out an offer in the past 1 to 2 weeks, I want you to send out a new marketing piece with the same offer, just stack it. Okay, you could stack an additional bonus on it if you want. Okay, but you want to make sure you stack it with one more vehicle, minimum. You can't stop there. You want to keep going. Or better yet, send it out a completely different way. If you have their phone number, call them up. Hey, did you get the postcard? Okay, if you didn't, can I explain it to you really quick? Because I don't want you to miss out. And then I want you to plan to repeat this again in a week or two to make sure that you could capitalize on it. There's no reason for any of you to be slow right now or boom. Ever. I want you to count it up. I mean, how many more opportunities, leads would you get if you just stacked it one more time? Go ahead, type in how many more leads? Just say, would it be 100, 50, 1,000? How much more money on your closing rate could that equate to? Because here's the deal. When you send out, let's just talk about existing customers. That's low-hanging fruit. You send a postcard, 50, 65 cents. You do a voice shot, 25 cents. Now you're 70 or 85 cents in the investment, and your conversion or the response on it goes up by 5%. Who's the winner? You're the winner. Just nobody's teaching you about this. So, boom. Okay, now, here's what I want to know. What are your most strategic insights and actions, takeaways right now? What's been so helpful for you on these strategies that we already covered before I keep going? Because I want to know if you just did these two things, if you just did these two strategies right now, type in how much more money this would make you right now. How much more money? Show it to me. Show me the money. Show me the money. Okay. So if you want, are you ready? Okay. If you want strategy number 3, right, I'm powerful. Go ahead, type in for yourself. Be like, I'm powerful. Because you guys got to take the power. You want the mojo, you got to take the power. Oh boy. We're going into strategy 3, one of the most underutilized strategies and one of my favorite strategies. And you're going to be like, yes, it is. Go ahead, type it in. Yes, it is, Mike. Video. Let's do it. At CEO Warrior, look, we're always watching the trends to see where the best opportunities are. That's why a lot of people come hang out with us and work with us, because we hang around the top of the top, right? We're hanging around Kevin O'Leary and Jay Abraham, some of the smartest, Dan Kennedy, smartest marketers in the world. So when you're at the top, you're getting insights nobody else knows, right? So for a long time, social media was a great source to find new leads. It still is a great source within social media. But video is growing in dominance, okay? Video is growing in dominance, okay? Let me explain here, all right? Let me explain. The timing is perfect, all right? People are consuming more video than ever and faster than ever before. They are. How do I know? You're on video right now. So boom, congrats, okay? They want to be entertained, and better yet, I want you to type this out right now. Type it in the chat bar so you never forget it. People want education and motivation. Type it in, please. People want education and motivation. It's a new trend because mobile network cell phones, I mean, these cell phones now, okay, they support video on demand. I mean, I was just looking, where was I the other day? Oh, last night, my son's girlfriend was on the couch and I went in the front. I'm like, oh, what do you listen to? She's like, no, I'm watching something. Now the TV was there and she's watching it on her phone. You see, video has pretty much dominated and taken over. The timing's perfect for you to capitalize on this trend of delivering great video content and information. I can tell you without a shadow of doubt, I know that I've been an influencer of creating a lot of service companies on video today. Why? Because I'm watching people who are not even in my world doing video. So the question is now what to say. What to say? Here's what you want to say. There's two pieces. Okay, there's two pieces. I want you to remember education and motivation. That's a key piece. And the value, you have to be engaging. You got to be engaging. You got to have fun. If you're boring and all of you can change and get there, I promise you, it doesn't matter if you're a plumber, HVAC, or anything. I promise you could become more engaging. People will only tune in if it entertains, informs them, educates them, and motivates them. Give me a big old boom for that right now. Give me a big old boom. All right, here are some topics you could talk about. You can introduce yourself and your team. Hey, everybody, welcome to my team. Yesterday, if you were on Facebook, I did just the behind the scenes of stuff we're working on. You could talk about your company and why it matters to the customer. You could interview your customers. That's a huge one. You could give regular tips on how to take care of their home. You could talk to other business owners around town and serve them. Hey, I want to introduce you to Bob. He's the pest control guy. You're going to get collateral and you're going to get push for that. So there is plenty of ways. Or in the service industry, you could be the weatherman. You could be the #1 weatherman. So if you want to know how to do this, just type in, let's do it. Go ahead, type in, let's do it. All right, here we go. So our mobile devices, they're super, super powerful, everybody, right? It's like a video production studio in your hands. A lot of people try to overcomplicate this. You can record and upload or even record a video and interact with viewers in real time. No joke, that's how fast it. For example, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Bomb, awesome vehicle. Just choose a topic, hit record, and share value, okay? Then guess what? Do it again tomorrow and the next day. Now, how many videos have you seen me do? Type in the chat bar right now. Just type in, like, how many videos have you seen me do? Over 539? I mean, how many? I bet a lot. You have experienced me. Well over, I think, 1,300 videos on YouTube. Now, here's the tips. And my team, type as fast as you can. I want them to be valuable. I want them to be short. I want them to be consistent. I want you to interact with your viewers, okay? Whether it's live or in the comments, I want you to interact with them. Don't be salesy, okay? It's okay to talk about your business, but look, the internet, I don't want to name any names. There are a dime a dozen these, I was going to say, we'll call them Cheese Richards, but you could replace Richard with, you know the name. You could type it in, I don't have to say it, but they're all over the internet today. You're like, this guy, look, he's trying to sell me something, right? And give a call to action or an incentive. Hey, I got an opportunity for you. Same way you got on here, servicebusinessgrowth.com. There's an incentive for you to come here. And my only goal was to deliver massive value. Now make sure your content is interesting enough to be shareable. Just like I know for a fact, if you would share this information already with someone who needs to hear it, type in, share it. Go ahead, type it in. And tag your family, tag your friends, followers, employees, tag everybody on it so you can do it. Now I want to help you get over yourself. Who wants help? Say help me if I'll help you get over yourself. Just write help me. I'm going to look at the straight. Okay, all right. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, unless you're on your phone and I can see you, I could see you right now, right? I want you to pick up your cell phone. Go ahead, pick it up. All right, I'm going to pick up mine too. Mine only has 15%, so I'm going to have to go real fast. Now you have two choices. You could either push it on the video button or you could go right here, Facebook Live if you want. So I'm going to go Facebook Live. All right. I want to see a phone in your hand unless you're watching it. Be brave right now. All I want you to do is hit it and say something. All right. So I'll do it. I'll model by example. But don't be one of those scaredy cats right now. Come on. We're the strongest service people in the world. Like, show me some bravery. All right. Here we go. Boom. All right. I'm live, everybody. Here we go. Watch. Here we go. All right, everybody, I am on Facebook Live right now, but I am also doing a badass webinar on 7 strategic lead generation things that could give you 700 leads. And I wanted everybody, are you guys on camera? I'm trying to see all you. Okay, I'm watching all of you. And I want to show them how quick and easy it is to do this to deliver value. If you're not doing video today, you are letting people down that need to hear from you. My man Mike Disney is here. And he's also right there. All right, that's how easy it is. I got to go back to the webinar. Boom, I'm out. Okay, that's how fast. All right, you sweat a little bit? Were you a little afraid? Are your armpits sweaty? Well, guess what? A mentor of mine did that to me, and he said, here's the good news. You want the good news or the bad news? Tell me, what do you want? Type in good news or bad news, everybody. Good news or bad news? Good news. You just did your first video. Okay, the bad news is it was horrible. It was horrible, okay? But the good news is the next one's going to be better than that one. Give me a big old boom in the chat bar. Go ahead. All right, now I want you to count it up. Even if you close another 2 or 3 jobs from your videos, how much more money would you make in your business? Just closing, if your videos that you sent to your customers on social media, you emailed it to them, whatever way you want to do it, how much more money would you make? Type it in now. Put money. Just put some money symbols in there. Go ahead. Put the money symbol. All right? And then what I want you to do, type in right now your key takeaways and insights. And if you're super ready, you got to hang with me. Look, I don't know if we'll finish in 70 minutes. You want me to end on like number 4? No. You want to make more leads, right? All right, I want to work my ass off for you right now, okay? So here's the deal. If you're ready for number 4, type in super excited. Super excited. Go ahead, because I'm excited for this one for you. Boom. Let's do it. Social media contest. Let me tell you something. Very underutilized today. Very underutilized. Any business. I hope you can see. First off, everything I'm teaching. Can every business you know use this strategies? Type in, heck yes. Or you could use any word you want. I'm being nice today. The Italian hasn't kicked in yet, okay? Yeah, it definitely will. Social media contests here. Look, contests are a great way to get the attention for your company and building engagement, okay, to generate leads. Type in the word engagement. Engagement. Because you see, I'm helping you remember this so when you go, you can execute on it. Here's my disclaimer for you guys, okay? I'm not an attorney. Probably a good reason I'm not an attorney, okay? Make sure you check with your attorney on the rules and regulations about running contests. Some states are a little different. So there's your disclaimer. Do your own due diligence. Boom. Let's keep cranking. Now, you got to give away something interesting, okay? Figure out what your avatar wants. Type in, what does your perfect customer want? What do they want? What would they like? Is it a steak knife set? Eat at Steakhouse 85? Is it a trip to the Bahamas? You have to identify that first. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be fancy, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It should just be fun and memorable, okay? And you can tie in your giveaways to holidays like summertime fun. It could be Easter bunny or spring bunny surprise, right? Christmas, Valentine's Day, and you could have there where you're going to do, hey, I'm going to do one random pull out of the Easter basket, and one of these eggs has somebody's name in it, and they're going to win. Boom, they're going to win something. Start small and test it out. Now, I see a lot of people do contests, but they just don't look good on social media. They're grabbing stuff out of a pot or something. I'm like, make it look as good as possible. Just like this room that we did. Like, I could be here and just have a plain wall, but this makes it a heck of a lot more interesting. So start small. One of our warriors, I thought this was a great one. They had like a paper mache or a paper ball of money they saran wrap, and whoever guessed closest to the money won the ball of money. Rob and I did a cool contest years ago during the Olympics. I thought it was really badass. It was win an ounce of gold. Win an ounce of gold. And we actually gave away an ounce of gold. And the competition was called Go for the Gold. So is this starting to trigger? Type in if this is sparking ideas in your mind to get you some interaction on social media and leverage it. Yeah, there's a lot of it. Don't overthink it, everybody. Pick something. Guess people want what other people have. People want. You could be like, I have this gold necklace. It's been with me for 20 years. I want to have a contest and I want someone to win this gold necklace. They're like, man, that was probably so important. So the key is to tie it back to social media. Okay, not just get more followers, but to get engagement and stay super engaged with them. And boom, I hit something and we'll get back on there. Okay, there we go. That was weird. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Action step. Step 1, find something that your avatar wants. Type it in. Okay. Step number 2, decide what your giveaway will look like and what the winning conditions will be. Okay, the rules and regulations. Number 3, acquire the thing you're going to give away. You got to have it. Don't wait for it. You got to have it to give it away. Number 4, include the promotion in everything. Okay, I mean social media, direct mail, email blast, voice shot. All right, keep pointing people to that social media section there. And number 5, once the contest is over, give away the prize and then follow up with everyone else with a new opportunity. Hey, sorry you didn't win, but you're still a winner. We have another opportunity. Create another viral vibe, okay? Giving them an amazing offer that serves them and make the giving away a really big thing. Just like publishers what? Fill it out. Just like publishers what? Type it in. Clearinghouse, right? You know how fun it is. They knock on the door, right? Boom. All right, and then I want you to count it up. So, what if you got an extra 100 leads from social media and closed just 10% from these leads? Tell me how much more money just doing this fun social media contest could do for you. How much more? Just take a guess. Because we're stacking here. We just covered strategy number 4. Strategy. So how much money have you made so far and how many more leads just from 4 strategies, okay? And then I want you to, while I take a drink out of the magic cup, type in what is your key takeaway so far from the strategies. Key takeaway so far. Type fast, type fast. Okay, I see some $80,000, see all kinds of money there. Be engaging, awesome. Nice to see you, Dustin. Okay, a lot of stuff going on there. Cool. If you're ready for now, number 5. Number 5. Type in $, $. Just feel it in your pocket growing with $signs. Go ahead. Type it in. There we go. Let's do it. Strategy number 5. Strategy number 5, going strong. Stretch out, everybody. Stretch out. Let's keep going. Don't fade on me. How much money has this information been worth? Come on, type it in. If I'm staying strong for you, you got to stay strong for me. Here it is. Other service providers. Oh yeah, we're going to go right over the edge right now, everybody. Here's the one thing that's a huge opportunity, and it's something I started building and leveraged at Gold Medal. And the problem was our market demographic, we outgrew the people that we used in this strategy. The strategy is find other non-competing service companies, okay? And these companies may include things like if you do HVAC, but you don't do pest control or appliance repair, right? And while they are delivering their service, they're seeing, pest control is a great one. Pest control goes where? Type it. They go to the attic, to the middle, to the basement, and 360 around the outside. Nobody better than them to be seeing things or recommending things for you. Do a little training class for them and show their guys how to turn over leads. Give the guy who turns over the lead a carrot, give the company a carrot, and then you serve them in return. For example, the pest control company, you know what I mean? It's so super perfect because they're looking at all the bad stuff. Bugs are normally where water is, right? Now, why it's a huge win is this. It's a win that other service companies, because it allows them to serve their customer further and make a referral fee off of the lead. I mean, it's a super win there, right? It's a win for you because, look, it's a very warm lead from a customer that you want to serve anyway. And because you're making a referral, it's a win-win both sides, right? It's a win for the customer too, because they don't have to go look out for somebody. So who to work with? I'm going to give you a whole bunch just to get you started. You could type it in the chat bar so you remember it. And then tell me what's low-hanging fruit for you. Like, who are you going to call up tonight or tomorrow to do this strategy with? So you could have appliance repair company, pest control, contractors and handyman, window and door installers, overhead door installers, attic insulation, chimney repair guys, roofers. I mean, look, there's no deficit on them. Let's get the action steps. You ready? Let's write them down. Here we go. So first, I want you to pick just one company. Type it in right now. What is the number one company you're just going to do tomorrow? And don't bullshit me. Okay, the Italian's coming out now. Don't bullshit me. Pick one, and I want you to make contact. Okay? All right. So pick one company. You're gonna talk to them today. Number two, after you talk to them today, just start a relationship with them and show them how it's a win-win relationship. Okay, let's count it up, everybody. If you got just one affiliate, and this one affiliate gives you 10 more leads a week, which is very doable. We got way more than 10 leads a week. And you just closed one of them or two of them. How much money would this strategy make you? And not only do I want you to type in how much money, how much would it reduce your marketing costs? Go ahead, type in. Makes me $50,000, probably can save me $5,000 or $10,000, right? I mean, that's a good formula. We used to call it raise the ceiling, lower the floor. All right, boom, let's keep cranking. Are you guys sticking with me? I'm super proud of you. You're staying strong. You're staying super engaged. You're making a lot of money. Warriors take action, okay? Now, what are your key insights so far? Give it to me. What's the next key insight? Come on. And then what I'm going to do is while you're typing in your key insights, I'm going to give you 2 more powerful strategies coming up, okay? Very, very powerful strategies coming up. And here we go. First, let's do a review so far because I want to make sure everything is right in your brain, right inside your brain here, okay? Now, so far, we talked about this. Getting leads from old leads, getting leads from Stackable, getting leads from video, getting leads from social media contests, getting leads from affiliates. Before we get the last lead generating strategy, I wanted to talk to you about a problem that I did just create with you. This is the deal. Now I've given you too many leads, right? It's possible I've shown you so many ways to get leads, but how will you build a team to serve those leads? And how will you make money from all those leads? I mean, think about it. You got to have a process now to deal with the ultimate demand that you're going to get, right? So, and how many of you will make sure each lead is as profitable as it could be? I mean, how will you manage the scalability? That's what I'm always concerned about is the scalability. Leads are just one part. Leads are one part of a successful service company, but it's not the only part. Look, if you only grow your leads, it's like growing just one leg of a table. You know what would happen if you grew just one leg of a table. Type it in right now. What would happen if you grew one leg of a table? It's going to eventually what? Look, you need to grow all the parts of your business at the same time. Your team needs to grow in sync with your leads. Your trucks need to grow in sync with your team. Your prices may need to adjust according to your larger overhead, right? Your marketing may need to adjust according to your prices. Your branding may need to adjust according to your prices and the new market positioning. And guess what? Worse yet, I know you're like, that's how your brain feels from opportunity and excitement, but here's the deal. Worse yet, that only solves the next 3 to 6 months, right? I mean, it doesn't necessarily grow your business in a stronger way for years to come. It doesn't. How do I know? We did 32 million. That doesn't necessarily get you out of a truck and back home in time for dinner. It might make you even busier, right? But what if there was a way to grow your business? This is what I want to know for you. And tell me if you want this. What if there was a way to grow your business, to get more leads, to grow all parts of your business, okay? And to do so with less stress and more money. Who would want that? Just type in less stress, more money, and to even get out of a truck and home before dinner. I know some of you are still running and gunning out there. And what if there was a way to get more wealth freedom in your life so you could really start enjoying your life instead of being a slave to it? Now, with your permission, I want to thank you in advance, but here's the deal. I want to talk to you guys about this because I know some of you are on here, you're super engaged, and I love that, and you're super excited. I want to talk, and if anybody's ever come to Service Business Edge, type in what it's done for you. This is our next event, and I want to share with you guys just a little bit about it, just because people have asked, and I want to know if you're interested, then I want to be able to help you get there. And you're going to find out real quick. This is our last event that we're doing, 4-day event of 2019. There's not another one. And some people have been really waiting. So I want to share some things with you. And here's the deal. Look, some of you don't know this because we don't do a great job telling the whole public, only to people that have come to have seen it. We share 170 models, hiring, and retention tools, marketing swipe files, growth strategy systems, and so much more. That's only a little snapshot there, everybody, of what you get. It's pretty much the $32 million playbook. And as you can see, you don't see anything like this anywhere in the world. And we'll teach some, look, we're going to teach some never before strategies. How do I know? Because wait till you see who's going to be coming and what we're going to be teaching here. I mean, anybody who's ever attended the Service Business Edge event, you know that this is a game changer for what it does for a company. Look, it's called market domination for a reason, okay? Because for this one, in over 4 years we're doing it, we're going out to dominate. But check it, I think it's important who you're going to hang out in. Now, it's held here in East Brunswick, New Jersey in a 10,000 square foot building. So it's a big building, but it's not that big. It's not like getting lost in a hotel or something. And watch who's going to be coming. Boom. Here's who you're going to have. You're going to have Jay Abraham. Mike McAllowitz is coming back. Dan Cashel is coming back, okay? Brian Kurtz is going to be here. My man Rob, myself, Mike Disney, and then you're going to have Denise Master Advisor and Larry. And if that wasn't best yet, we have a special guest. If you want to know the special guest, just go like this. Share it now. Type it in. Be like, share it now. And I want to share with you the special guest. This event will be unlike any event that we've ever put on at a Service Business Edge. That's why it's called Domination. You want to hear it? You do? Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Clap your hands right now because my man, and I'm sure who has followed in their life, Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. Type in Hulk me right now. Just type in Hulk out right now because Lou Ferrigno is going to be coming out to the market. Who else are you going to bring to the market domination event besides Lou Ferrigno? Okay, he was Mr. Universe. He was the Hulk himself. He is an amazing actor. He's done movies, and he's going to come. And guess what? Who better to talk about market domination? We're going to do an hour on stage of me interviewing him very strategically to learn how he's made it through different triumphs and struggles. How valuable will that be? Type in how excited you are to have the Hulk right there at the CEO Warrior Market Domination event. I am super thrilled to have him. Here's the question you want to ask yourself. There's really only one thing, right? Those of you that never came, do you want the proven $32 million blueprint that we've been doing for over 4 years and have changed more lives than anybody on the planet in that 4-day event? That's hands down. If you don't want that type of blueprint, that's fine. It's not for everybody. Hanging out in a room full of Hulks, that's not for everybody. But if you do want to apply, I want to give you an opportunity, and it is an application. You just, we're very careful who we put in a room. We put the right people in the room, and that's why it's super dynamic and so rewarding. So, and it's limiting seating. Why? Well, because the building's only so big, right? It's only a 10,000 square foot building, and we only have one area. So if you want the playbook, you want to show up and come and hang out, you want your picture with Lou Ferrigno and the bunch of badass lineup that's coming, just type in there, heck yeah, I'm in. Like, let's do this, right? And some of you are already scheduled, so I'm super excited for you to come. And here's the other thing that you're going to get from this playbook. And if you could type in, look, if you want to get in the lineup to get checked if you fit to sign up, go to ceowarrior.com/dominate. My team will put it in right now, okay? And they'll keep putting it in for you, but we have to go. We only have so many people on the phone to answer your calls and get you lined up. And once we're locked out, that's it. There's not another SBE. It's no ploy or none. There's no more 4-day event in 2019. That's it. I'm making it so because I was going to stop it at the last one. And my team said, what about all the people that didn't come that been waiting? It's normally Caroline or somebody. She's like, oh, but so-and-so wanted to come. And I'm like, okay, we'll do one last one. And we're going to make it where the walls are going to want to fall down. Okay. And here's the deal. Reminder, this is not a 30,000 people rock concert that you're going to go to, watch a whole bunch of people and leave with no plan. You're going to leave with a blueprint. Okay, everybody that's come to SBE, you leave with your individual blueprint. Now stay with me because I got 2 more kick-ass strategies I still got to share with you before we go. So just tell everybody, wait for dinner. Tell everybody I'll call you back unless it's an emergency. Stay with me. You've never experienced this much value unless you've been in the CEO Warrior that we're delivering right now, okay? Now, when you click that out, there'll be a little button. Just click there, fill it out. We'll get on a call with you, okay? The invitation is free, and you'll get on with one of our growth advisors, okay? And don't be shocked if you walk away talking to the growth advisor and learning a bunch more strategies and solving a problem because they're there to serve you first. So if you want to even see if it's a fit, reach out. The opportunity is free to see if you're a fit and we're a fit for you. And if during the call you think it's a good fit, we'll invite you to attend it. You just got to go to ceowarrior.com, dominate, and then we'll get you in there. And we'll make sure you get that playbook, all right? Now, here's a cool nugget. You want to know that. For a lot of you, this is a tax-deductible training. You got to check with your accountant and all that happy stuff. But for a lot of you, you can claim this as through the IRS code. It's right there as a tax deduction. If you love tax deductions, type in, I love tax deductions, right? Unless you just love to give money away for nothing. Boom, let's keep cranking. If it doesn't get better yet, anybody who's come or all of you that are coming, I don't know anybody that does this. $1 million promise, everybody. $1 million. By the end of the first day, if we haven't exceeded your expectations and shown you easily how to take our strategies, you have to implement them and make $1 million. You can leave the night of the first day. We'll reimburse everything. We'll give you the money for the hotel back. We'll give you your ticket back. No hard feelings. We'll feel bad. We never gave back $1 ever. We never gave back $1 from one event in 4 years. We're super proud because we exceed your expectations. This is not some trickery, guys. We're going to sell out because they're dealing with calls every single day. Every day. We will sell out because it's our very last one. And people want to dominate because they want to crush 2019 and go into 2020 like they've never went before. They want to really show everybody what they're made of. So if you're one of those people, check the dates, make sure they work for you, okay? Because if it doesn't work for you, still get on the call. We have additional brand new things that came out to help service companies. So we have something for every single one of you. There's no need to discuss it here because most of you are going to come to the 4-day. But the deal is if you can't make the 4-day, still take advantage of the free call with the strategy advisor, growth advisor. Still do that because you're going to learn stuff. And we have other stuff that can just help you move the needle. And we have stuff that can help you get this type of thing implemented for you. All right, now, if you're ready and you think you could handle number 6, only if you think you could handle it and hang with me, I want you to type in right now, I'm ready. Go ahead, type it in. Give it to me. Type it in. I want to see the whole screen just like blow up right now. Like stretch zoom the whole system right now. Show them the most powerful people in the world are on here right now. All right. You earned it. Let's do it. All right. Strategy number 6. The mega referral strategy. Oh yeah, not the regular referral strategy. Some other people tried. This is the mega badass warrior strategy right here, okay? The potential to send you all 700 leads, okay? Depending on your situation and how you position this, can you imagine getting 700 leads? Let me share how it works right now. Okay, every town or city, okay, a big company or industry or organization, okay, those organizations, pay attention to me. Are you dialed in? Right, I'm dialed in. Type in, I'm dialed in, because I need to make sure you're going at this like me, okay? So they want to give benefits to their employees because they want to look like superheroes, right? Like superheroes. So you can be that benefit for those large companies with all those employees. You can offer to be their preferred supplier, their preferred service provider, providing the company's employees a higher level of service at a great price. Man, you better all type in boom right now. You better type in boom right now that you're understanding what this is. Because this is, look, those employees want to work with you because you offer them a value. You offer them a value. Like if you work here and you need this, we give you as an incentive for working here, we give this. It's the same thing. Here's a little bonus that's not built in. It's the same thing you should be doing in your company. In your company, you should be going to the car wash, you should be going to the laundromat, you should be going to the hair salon and telling them, if any of my employees come here, can you offer them an incentive? And your employees are going to be like, what? They're never going to leave. They're never going to leave. It's not hard to recruit people when you do that for your employees. Is this great or what? Just type in this is great. Come on, tell me, put any word you want in it. This is super powerful, super easy to put together, super dynamic, and could just explode your company overnight. All right, let's give you the action steps. Ready? Let's do it. All right, identify a large organization nearby. Step number 1. Maybe a big factory, local school board, or even a neighborhood that's populated by your avatar. So this is maybe a senior development or a gated community. Identify them first, all right? Then create an irresistible offer for them that makes them feel special and very unique. Call the offer by their name. So if it was Samsung, for instance, employees, then maybe I would call it the Samsung Incentive Program, okay? And perhaps with a higher level of service or a reasonable promotional price. So everybody there, they get a special hotline number. There's a special little website section they could go in to get the most current offers. Maybe they could go in your website and there's a little special link for them to schedule. You see how powerful this is? Okay, and create marketing that is unique to this group. I want that marketing to make them feel like they're at home. That's what I want. Then get the organization to promote. Okay, I want the organization to promote you to those employees, and you could even come in and do a talk for them. You could do a talk to the employees there and see if the company will release their members, and maybe you could email and even talk to them. Now, here's the deal. Warning, okay? This is such a big strategy. I'm just telling you, this is a huge strategy. It could send hundreds or even thousands of leads right away. I mean, this is no joke. So you need to know what your best pricing would be and how to scale your company if you're going to play with number 6. I'm just telling you right now, do not execute on number 6 until you execute on the rest of them, because this is like an atom bomb. This is the atomic bomb right here. All right, now let's count it up, everybody. I know you've been on webinars before. I know you've been on trainings with other people before, but you've never been one on this that could give you 700 leads next week if you could handle those leads. What if you closed only 20%? What I'd like to know is, let me know that how bad you want number 7 by showing me how much money did I just help you make? How much did CEO Warrior and my whole team on this training just make you? And how much did it cost you to show up here? Nothing. That's exactly what we do. We change lives. And if you think this is amazing, imagine what it would be like to spend 4 days with myself, my whole team, Disney, Rob, Denise, Larry, the Hulk, Jay Abraham, Dan, Aaron. Imagine coming here and being able, Brian Kurtz, to play for 4 days. Don't worry. We're not a 30,000 people stadium. People like, oh, and leave, and Monday you're the same. No, you leave with a blueprint. We check your blueprint and make sure it's good, or you don't go home. We make sure your blueprint is good, or we do not go home. Are we clear? All right, let's keep going and let's finish super, super strong. I know you're going to take action, but I want to know this. Before I give you the final strategy and bring this home, and I know you've been hanging super strong, but you didn't want me to stop, did you? Type in if you want me to stop. If not, say, keep going, warrior. Go ahead. Always tell me to stop. We'll just finish up. I'll go. I was thinking about sushi tonight or something. All right. No, keep. All right. Rob says sushi. All right, we're going to do sushi tonight. So let's do it. Type in, I love money. I love money. I do. It changes people's lives. Here we go. Strategy number 7. Let's do it right now. Now, I've never talked about this publicly. I have not. But it is such a kick-ass strategy. Now, I want to share something, okay, that is so powerful. It'll create new leads. It can warm up cold leads. It can even convert other people's leads. The strategy is this. Are you ready for it? Drum roll something. Come on. Like, give me a little energy here. Drum roll something, and there we go, baby. Webinars. You're here. How powerful has this been for you? Now, I don't know why they picked that picture for me, but that's the picture we got. It looks like I'm delivering now almost. Webinars are so powerful. This strategy, okay? Let me tell you something. How do you feel about this webinar right now? Is it serving you? Is it massive value for you? Tell me how many words. How powerful is this? Now, how have all my webinars been? Every webinar has been powerful. We up-level every single time. And we've mastered the art of webinars. What we're really mastered is this. The art of delivering massive money, okay? Money-making, profit-building value like we are now. And when you do that for your customer with a webinar, you teach and share value to homeowners. Your mind probably just exploded. It's okay. Pick it up. Push it in. Get some ice. Tell your wife or husband, get me some ice. My brain just leaked out. I get it. And guess what? When they join the webinar, they become leads because you're delivering super value. And if it's congruent, they want to hang around with you. Do you want to know how it works? Type in, give me how it works. Go ahead, type in, say, give me how it works. Let me see, I'll take a drink. Oh yeah, let's do it. Okay, super excited for you guys. All right, webinar is a simple training that you can do live or even pre-recorded. Here's the cool thing. I'm gonna be teaching this at our last SBE event. Oh yes, I am. Oh, we'll go late, but I'm gonna teach this strategy, okay? You can promote your webinar in your marketing and social media and have homeowners sign up for it. How cool would it be here if we were talking about heating and cooling, plumbing systems, sewer drains, indoor air quality, home automation, water filtration, okay? Duct cleaning, duct sealing, surge protection, come on now. I would like to think CEO Warrior in this moment has just doubled your company. Doubled it, okay? All right, when they're on the webinar, you get to share something of value to them, right? Maybe bring on the other experts or even do a demonstration. That's super huge, right? And you could just imagine how many ways you'll be serving everybody. Let me give you some tips, okay? Keep your webinars focused and on topic, okay? Just like this, 700 leads in 7 minutes. And I told my team when we built this, I said, well, that's super conservative. I think it's probably more like 7,000 leads in 90 minutes or something, right? Okay, market your webinar and make sure to have a special offer that's related, okay? Just like our Service Business Edge. I have no doubt a whole bunch of you are going to attend our 4-day event. Why? Because if you think this is amazing, what we do in there is a game changer, okay? Be interactive. Don't forget to follow up with people, okay? And partner with other service providers that serve the same avatar. So what if you did a webinar in HVAC and your pest control buddy shared the webinar with his whole list? Oh yeah. Now, type right now we're talking. Okay, type right now we are talking. All right, action steps. Let's do it. Just so you know why CEO Warrior is the best training coaching organization in the world, you're getting a good taste test. I always like you walk through the mall, you're by Nordstrom's and there's that store, they're like, you want to try one of those chocolate covered strawberries? And you're like, wow, that's an amazing looking strawberry. And you bite it and you're like, how much for that? It's the same thing, everybody. It's a little taste test in our world. It's not the whole CEO Warrior system. It's not, but it's a good little taste. If this can make you 700 or 7,000 leads, imagine the whole recruiting, operational systems, marketing excellence, and mastery that we do. All right, simple. Pick one topic, okay? Pick an offer, pick a date, okay? Then market your webinar. That's it. Get started. Doesn't matter if there's one person or 1,000. Just get started because you can play the replay and get value for your clients. After it's recorded, you can use it over and over again. Boom. Look. there's a lot more to this strategy, right? I'm only scratching the surface. And what I'm going to do to help you guys out is we're going to do, and I'm going to leverage, because my man Aaron, who's a copywriter, Dan Cashel, who's helped us with a lot of strategies, Rob, the whole team, we're going to spend a certain amount of time strategically on how to launch this strategy and enter a market and dominate it. Because I realize this, your brain's going crazy right now. You need some connect the dots step by step, okay? Let's keep going here. I want you to count it up right now for me. Just take a rough guess for me, how much money, serve yourself, serve everybody now, how much money and how many leads has this just given you? Go ahead, put it down, and we will do a recap. We're going to end super, super strong. Warriors take action. So I know that this whole thing has been super, super dynamic for you. While you're typing in there right now, thank you for that. Awesome. Boom. Let's talk about leads are just one part, okay? Let's do a quick recap. So more leads from old leads, stackable marketing, video, social media contest, affiliates, mega referral strategy, and getting leads from your webinar. How bad, I mean, that's just amazing. I'm looking at this list right here, but is your business ready to handle it? That's what we got to make sure. Leads are just one part, right? And for a successful company, you need to grow the leads. You need to grow more than one leg of the table. You guys know that. You need to grow all parts of your business at the same time, because I want you to get more wealth, freedom, and market domination. So last part here, I want you to write down the dates, and I want you right now, look, remember what we're going to cover at our 4-day event, 170 strategies, hire and retention, marketing, swipe and deploy, highest level marketing on the planet, models, growth strategies. We are going to give it to all of you. I want you to go there. If you're going to come and play with me for 4 days with the whole team in June, we will make it. And if for some reason you can't make it, give a call and take advantage. Take advantage of the opportunity here, okay? This year, I know that we'll be shutting it down. It's not a marketing ploy. The building's only so big. We're doing this 5 years. We are the dominators on the planet service industry. We will change the whole industry and the whole world. There's no doubt we will raise the world up. Here's your lineup. Boom, right there. It's a badass lineup, unlike any lineup we have ever had, okay? One question is this to ask yourself, and if you want to attend, go to ceowarrior.com, dominate. You know why? Well, because the Hulk's coming, so we got to dominate things. Just put it in there. If you think you're a good fit, we will reach out to you. If you want a $32 million blueprint, we'll make it a no-brainer. Look, it's a tax deductible. That makes it simple. It's a no-brainer. $1 million promise, everybody. Okay? Yes, we will sell out. Go to the website. It's there. Go to the link. Take advantage of it. At this point, I always tell everybody there's 3 types of people. There's the non-investor. These are the people that they don't believe in growing their business. They're just kind of miserable and they love to struggle. It's really the non-investor's the victim, right? It's the victim. Number 2, there's the information collector. They've been following me for so long, but they're still struggling. They're like, give me more information. I want more. But they really don't do anything with it and they never really grow. They just struggle. They say, I'm going to do big things, like I'm going to give money to charities and do this, but they never quite get there. And then boom, there's committed to progress. Type in who you are right now, and there's no judgments. Whoever you are, you are. I hope I can help you challenge that someday. But if you're committed to progress and that's who you are, you just want to hit us up on the dominate side of things, and boom, ceowarrior.com, right there, dominate. I want to share with you right now that first off, it's been my complete honor to serve you. I have a little video on our way out that I'm going to tee up for you guys right now, but I want to tell you how super honored and how super proud I am of all of you right here on with me today. I mean, super, super excited to have you. Let me just get my screen dialed in. Do me a favor, while I'm taking care of this here, if you could do me a favor and just type in right now, type in what's been your biggest golden nugget, your biggest win, and what are you going to take action on first? That's what I want to know. What are you going to take action on first today being on here? Type it in. And my team, do me a favor and interact with everybody there, and we'll make sure that we get you super, super dialed in on things here. I'm so honored, and do me a favor, while you're typing that in, if you could do me, if you feel that we over-delivered to you today, you feel that we did a great job for you and gave you massive value, if you could help us on our movement, I would be completely honored, because we want to change the whole planet. So thank you for being on. And here is our video on the way out. Appreciate all of you. Let's take it to the finish line. You all deserve more wealth, freedom, and market domination. Boom.
I mean, I've been an electrician for 14 years. You know, I know the electrical industry, but I don't know anything about the business side of that. How do you, what is good marketing? How do you find people that are going to market for you? How do you fill in all these little gaps on the back end? You know, that's something that you learn a lot here about.
We followed Mike and watched the videos, and kind of got addicted to his energy and made the decision to come to SBE. And I'm a skeptic at heart. I was coming here halfway expecting to be sold something, right? Like a lot of programs, it's, give you a little bit of value, but if you buy the next level, you get more value, right? And that's not it at all here.
I'm at my breaking point. I think it took me to get to my breaking point to finally decide to come here and say, what can I do? What am I doing wrong? And, part of the coming here is you gotta be open-minded. You gotta be willing to take the hurtful truth. You gotta, because there's some things that you're gonna want to scream and go, you're wrong, and it's like, no, he's not. He's made the money. He's lost the money. There's other guys, and there's other guys in this room that have made way more than I have that are here, and there are guys that are way lower than us that are here. Why? Because there's something to get from it.
This is absolutely an event for anybody. I've talked to people out there that's had a one truck outfit, 2 trucks, and every single one of them has gotten something out of this event. You can absolutely it's off the charts. I've signed up for 4 different events later on in the year, totally canceling every one of them out. I cannot sit, I will not put myself through that.
Just feeling unstoppable at this moment. Been part of a lot of other organizations, been to many of these trainings in the past where you go there with great expectations. And I think by the time the plane even lands back in your hometown, you've in a sense lost that, and I know that will not happen this time. It's complete move forward from here.
Yesterday morning, day 3, we talked about marketing, and the value from a half hour of that was worth the cost of admission.
I think the first year that I will increase my sales by at least $2 million.
If you're skeptical, give me a call. Otherwise, get your ass down here and do some learning.